Today we're going to act out the Rosa Parks bus ride. And the children in the frog group and the rabbit group will help tell that story. This is a true story. A long time ago in our country, there were unfair laws. One of those unfair laws was about riding the bus. If you had light skin, you could sit in the front of the bus anywhere you wanted to. If you had brown skin, you had to sit in the back. You could sit in an empty seat, but if someone with light skin got on, you had to stand up and give that seat up. Let's see what happened on that day when Rosa Parks was riding the bus. Rosa Parks lived down in the south part of the United States, and she was a seamstress. She did a lot of sewing. She took the bus to work and she took the bus home every day. And one day she had finished her work and decided to take the bus home. And she got on the bus, put her money in, and she sat down in the only empty seat. The back was filled. The bus was driving along, and the bus stopped again, and another person got on with light skin.
No. Bus driver, Rosa Parks won't give up her seat.
So the bus driver went back to Rosa Parks to tell her,
Get up, Rosa Parks. No.
and the bus driver said, what's going to happen now?
What's going to happen now?
What are you going to tell Rosa Parks?
Well, I'm going to tell the police.
And the bus driver got off the bus and went to the police station and got the police officer. The police officer came on the bus, and this is what the police officer said.
You better give up or I'll arrest you. No.
And so the police officer did just that. He had Rosa Parks stand up and arrested Rosa Parks and took her to jail. Police officer put Rosa Parks in a cell, locked her in, and he went back to his office to do some work. One of the days that Rosa Parks was in jail, a man named Martin Luther King came to visit her. Martin Luther King came to the police station and went to the police officer and said, but Martin Luther King used a really big voice and said,
I have somebody to visit.
and the police officer asked,
Who? Martin Luther King.
yeah, and who does Martin Luther King want to see?
Rosa Parks.
And so the police officer took Martin Luther King back to Rosa Parks' cell, and he went back to do his police officer work.
Rosa Parks.
And Martin talked with a really loud voice.
Rosa Parks, you did a really good job breaking that rule. Thank you.
And Rosa Parks and Martin were talking about that unfair law. And Rosa asked Martin,
How can we change the rules? Don't ride the bus anymore.
what did Rosa think of that idea?
Good idea.
So Martin left the jail and he went to talk to some of his friends.
We will not ride the bus anymore. Okay.
So everybody's going to wait right there. Martin was telling them not to ride the bus anymore until that law was changed. And Martin went back to do some more work in speech writing. Soon, the police officer let Rosa Parks out of jail because she had stayed as long as she had to for breaking that law. And the police officer said to her, he said, you are free to go.
You're free to go.
And Rosa Parks went to some of her friends and told them about this plan.
We are not going to ride the bus anymore.
And her friends said, why not?
Why not? Because
What do you want to change?
we want to change the rules.
Because it's...
Not fair.
And her friends said,
No.
yes, and they agreed.
Yes.
So then, people started walking everywhere they had to go. They were walking to church, they were walking to school, they were walking to work, and then someone on the bus, someone on the bus saw people walking, and they were wondering what was going on.
What is going on? I'm trying to change the unfair laws. Let's get off the bus. No riding the bus anymore.
And so more people joined, and they were walking to church, walking to the store, walking to the dentist, and people from all over the country sent down shoes and clothes for all these walkers, and they walked, and they walked, and they walked, and soon the bus company started to notice, and the bus company said,
We don't have any money.
oh no, and the people were walking and walking. We are not riding that bus. And soon there was a very big important meeting. Freeze, walkers. The bus company had an important meeting. And then that meeting went all the way to the Supreme Court. And at the Supreme Court, an important decision was made. And Judge John told everyone,
we're going to change the rules.
What's the new rule, John? What's the new rule going to be? Do you have to sit where? Where can you sit?
The rules are changed.
Where can you sit on the bus?